What is up, y'all? This is another episode of I'm Almost Joking, the podcast, and we are back like a Lambo engine. I am Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sincere Life, and I am here with...
It's your boy Queese, a.k.a. Dash. We here for episode 24, and we got a special guest in the building. This my brother. This my, we 20 years in, you know what I'm saying? It's like my brother from another mother, literally. This my man, Rich.
What's happening?
That's what's up. I just met this nigga, so I don't know if he got no warrants or nothing like that. If people after him, don't associate me with none of that.
We good.
Nah, I'm joking.
He good money.
So you know what? I ain't even... What? Do I got anything that said happen? Anything important? I got some mushrooms at the crib that I'm scared to take.
That was random. That came out of nowhere.
Oh, that shit wild.
I do though.
Hey, but you got them. So.
I got them, and I'm gonna try them one day. But I keep hearing things. They like it's gonna last 8 hours, and it's like, goddamn, I never got 8 hours to waste.
You gotta pick the perfect time.
I ain't gonna lie. I always was like, I ain't never been a dude that want to try like experimental drugs. But the only one that I was ever curious of was mushrooms, simply because they said you start seeing things.
I heard you don't. Funny. That would have scared me. I heard you don't see much stuff.
I heard
on
you
mushrooms.
definitely get like.
Only reason I want to do it is because I heard it's like smoking weed, but some weed that's super good that you can never smoke or get that high from smoking.
I heard something like that, and it's so funny that we talk about this because I literally heard somebody tell me like last week I should try shrooms.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
And I was like,
I heard that too. So none of us ever did shrooms in here.
Never did shrooms.
We should do shrooms. I know how to do them and everything.
Look,
they like just
allegedly.
Just put them on a pizza. Just put them in a taco and then eat the taco on the pizza and wait
allegedly,
30 minutes.
Shrooms ain't legal, so allegedly we should do shrooms. And
nah, we in Oregon. Shrooms is legal.
This nigga crazy. I'm trying to say this nigga from a prison sentence, and he already like, no, I really got the shrooms at home.
I didn't do the shrooms yet. This
But
ain't Minority Report.
So hold on, the high is supposed to only be like 8 hours?
Well, if you eat enough, I heard that too because I talked to somebody who did shrooms after I heard that on the podcast and reported back to them like a little scary ass. I heard it last 8 hours, and they was like, "Well, it depends on how much you do. You're not gonna do enough to do
18
8
hours, and I'm gonna feel like death.
I got high. I ate an edible one time, and I was definitely high for 48 hours. I ate this gummy. It was like a 100-some milligram, like 120 milligram gummy.
100 milligram
I was
gummy?
high for 48 hours.
Yeah,
Could
sounds
not shake
about
that
right.
shit
If you don't do edibles, sounds about right.
Bro. That one wasn't as long, but bro,
Mine was.
Bro, we had a night where it was, I think it was Sid's birthday, right?
Yeah.
My Sid's birthday, and this dude brought some fucking brownies. Was it brownies? It was brownies, right?
And cookies.
And
cookies.
cookies.
They had cookies. We had brownies.
Gee. I thought he thought I died that night. Like he was literally stressed out.
I thought I killed 2 of my friends. So I thought I killed 2 of my homies because I let them leave the crib knowing they was high as they was. And so I was sitting on the edge of my bed just tweaking.
Just paranoid as fuck.
Tweaking.
Because all of your worry thoughts is like...
I lived 5 minutes away from him, right? It took me 35 minutes to get home.
I've been that high before.
Bro was driving like 5 to 7 miles an hour.
Where am I? Like, why is it taking so long to get
exit? Did I miss my turn?
Oh, yeah, I was walking. I told you, I don't know if I told you about that story. I was high as fuck real quick, super high, just regular smoking. This before edibles. I was in high school still. We was in Chicago. My guy lived a block away. On the block, it was a big vacant lot to get to my auntie's house. So it was literally a block away. I can walk through the parking lot, the vacant lot. I leave his house, get to the vacant lot, halfway through, stop at the alley, just sit on a rock. This is too much for me. I can't handle this. Never been this high. This is fucking crazy. Where the fuck am I?
Why am I still walking?
Why is it so
far? When am I gonna get to
these
destination?
extra distances come from? These miles wasn't here last night.
That was a wild night right there, boy.
How long this lot been here though? Like,
yeah, man. And that's why when it comes to edibles, I'm always scared. I was in California. I think it was just 100 milligrams in a bag, and it was like 10 gummies.
You ate the whole 10?
So they was 10 apiece.
Through the day, I don't even think I felt nothing, bruh. Because I was eating, because I smoked them.
So you would have to have you would probably have to literally eat a whole bag like regular gummies.
So through the day, I'm like, I have one. Then like maybe 2 hours, I'll have another. Imagine doing that with 10 milligrams. Man, I ain't feel shit. Wasted $60 on a bag of gummies.
I could take a 15 milligram gummy and I still feel it, right?
Yeah.
But when I took that when I was high, it was 120. I didn't know how much. It was one gummy. It was 120. Bro, I ate the whole gummy.
Them brownies were 75.
Yeah, I know.
And that's when I felt what death was like. Living death
crazy.
is what that was.
Got to be careful. When I seen Method Man go out on the gummy, that's when I was like, all right, I don't need that.
That's why everybody was like, hey, Rich, you don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? You never smoke. Like, don't start with no gummies, bro. Like, don't do it.
Yeah, that's like, a different high. That body high different.
I'm doing it. Yeah. Then I was like, I'm dead.
Crazy. All right. Speaking of dead, let's get to this.
That's good, because he didn't tell me what this question was. He had me waiting all week. He was excited about it, the topic. So I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I want to know what's going on.
Full disclosure, I already asked Rich this question, which made me say, you know what, bro, you got to come to the pod because I know, because Rich is the kind of dude that's going to really break it down, right? So I say, you know what, you should come to the pod. You got some free time, come through, kick it with me, right? Now, I ain't going to tell Craig because I want to get Craig's natural response to this question. Now, I've asked, at this point, 99 men. Craig will be man 100. And I've asked 20 women this question.
Some Squid Game shit.
Straight up. Yep. Okay, so I've actually written this down because I wanted to make sure I was on point with it because it kind of got beyond my original question. And this question was asked to men ages 21 to 65. So this ain't like all like my peers or whatever, like all black men. This is white
man,
man,
black
black
man. Family Feud survey shit on Survey Says shit. Okay.
He know me. He know like when I get on my quizzes and shit, I do my research and I ask the questions, right? All right, so this is the question. We're going to ask you first, Craig, because I already know his thoughts on this, right?
All right, let's go. I'm ready.
What would you choose? Option A, beautiful woman, perfect 10 physically. Whatever you can deem the most beautiful woman you can create, she's that.
I'm already thinking about her.
Okay, she caters to you. She loves you unconditionally, and and she's there to support you however you need her to support you. She'll give you input if asked, but allows you to lead the relationship. The only caveat to this is she doesn't work a job and you're responsible for your lifestyle and the income for the lifestyle.
Well, so wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. You might have
No.
I'm not going to lie. I was literally thinking about the bad chick, and after her being bad, I kind of caught back up with what she don't do. What she do
wait
now?
a minute. This is what she do. Hold on. She caters to you. She loves you unconditionally, and she's there to support you however you need her to support you. She'll give you input if asked, but allows you to lead the relationship. The only caveat is she doesn't work a job, and you're responsible to provide the income for the lifestyle.
I'm going to put good input on your input.
No, wait a minute. That's option A.
That's just
option A.
Good input?
No, wait a minute. That's option A.
All right.
You got to for the question. Got to get option B. Okay. Option B. This is the average to below average looking woman. She's a 4 to 5 physically, 50 to 50 on lifestyle upkeep financially, and the woman requires equality in all aspects of your relationship. What do you choose?
She requires the quality in all aspects.
Equality in all aspects of relationship. Her opinions matters, but it's not just like what you say goes. Like, no, what I say go. You gotta clean up. You gotta wash dishes. You gotta cook. Y'all splitting. It's the typical modern relationship. Y'all compromise. Y'all both give equally to this relationship. She got her half on rent. You got your half on rent. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take a trip. Y'all both paying whatever. Like y'all equality.
But she not as bad.
She's an average to below average looking woman.
Does she do all the stuff that the first girl?
That's not the question. We're not doing that.
But the first girl,
no. You gotta answer the question.
The first girl does everything.
You just gotta answer the question. You gotta answer. Okay.
I'm trying. I'm comparing.
You can't. No. You gotta answer the question, and then we can get to the rest of the.
There's more. That's complex already, bruh. I can't just answer that quick. This is a bad chick who support me, give me advice. She do like everything I need to do. She just don't work, and I gotta take care of us both.
Facts.
Yeah.
We don't factor in if she's okay with living the way that I want to live. If she okay with living the way I want to live.
She's okay with whatever she needs to do to support you. That's the question. That's what it says in the question.
That's A. And then B is she don't look that bad.
Nope.
She's not ugly, but she's just regular.
She regular.
She requires equality in everything.
Yep. And y'all going 50-50
and we 50-50 in everything. And I just got to answer right now.
A or B?
A.
Okay. So, with that being said.
She supports me.
Wait a minute. So this is the results, right?
I need support,
Wait a minute. Before we get to the results, what is the reason you picked A? I got to ask you the same question I asked everybody else. What's the reason you picked that?
That's what I was just finna get into.
Okay, good.
I need the support. I need like on some comedian shit. And then when you say if I gotta support, I gotta like she gotta live. She ain't working or whatever. She just chilling at the crib. This is. You know this hypothetical ain't no bad chick just sitting at the crib, but whatever.
But that's not.
I get it. We'll get to that. I'm in the hypothetical.
Okay.
Bad chick sitting at the crib waiting for me. And she supports me as a rapper, comedian, trying to do this talent aspiration stuff. I need that support when I come home. I need that support from somebody that love me and that's going to be around me that I can bring out. It's also going to make me look very good for my image aesthetically if I got this bad chick next to me while I'm going out the shows and stuff. So that's another thing. And I'm assuming in this hypothetical, that she's loyal to me, so I ain't got to worry about her fucking off. But she's going to be down for me, support me, love me, and stick until I blow up. So for me personally, on some comedian rapper shit, I think I'm going to go with that. And she's cool with me living with my brother because I like paying half of the rent, and we just chill in my room, and I got another TV for you to watch while I play 2K. You can't live with your brother. You just said that she cool with living the way that I said that she cool with living the way I want to live.
Oh, okay, okay. You said option A. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
So she cool with that.
Yep, she cool.
She chilling in the room while I go to work, and then I come back, and she got to be cool with watching whatever show she want to watch, The Office or whatever, while I play 2K on the bottom TV.
All right, Rich. Option A, option B.
I chose B, of course.
Okay, and what was your reason for choosing B?
My reason for choosing B really came down to I had a today's type of the modern type of mentality. And as soon as bro said she don't work, she was out of there. I'm sorry, you don't do what? Fair. Oh, you're not working? Oh, okay. This interview. So as soon as bro said that, and even though it lined up sweet, option A lined up sweet. And we're gonna get to We're gonna get to what happened later on, when I thought about it more, other things, we added some variables and things like that. But initially, I said B. The regular, schmegular, we doing everything,
as a team.
50-50, or just as a team. It don't got to even be 50-50. It could be 70-30.
Oh, the question's 50-50.
Well, yeah. Okay, fine. Even if it's 50-50, okay. I was cool with that.
Now, this is the results, everybody.
Which I would also take, but I'm just saying if I get to choose.
Yeah, and part of this, okay, so this stemmed from actually.
You don't work, then I can't do it. I'm sorry.
This stemmed from a question in the conversation I was having in the group, and I proposed a question. What the woman said, most men complain about 50-50. Y'all the ones that want that, and I was like, so the chick was hideous. She was definitely a 2. She would have been a 10 if she wasn't a 2, but she a 2.
I hope whoever's in you that listen to this.
I don't care. She was a 2. So she, seriously, everybody can be a 10 if they wasn't a 2. Like, yeah, she a fucking 2. So she made the comment that men want 50-50, and I was like, no, that's something most men wouldn't mind taking care of a woman if she was beautiful. So this stemmed to me saying, you know what?
So shallow.
It really does.
Wait a minute. It's the reason I said this, though. That's why I added the caveat to she got your back to take care of you. If a woman had a woman who's submissive and saying like, yo, I own my leg. This is my man. This is my king. I'm going to take care of this nigga. Whatever you need me to do, I got him, right? A man will take the beautiful woman over the average looking chick and just giving them 50-50.
But I just
wait a minute. Hold on.
If hold on. Wait a minute. That, though.
Hold on. I just got to show you what this conversation so before I go down through the rest of the stats. Yeah. So this where it all stemmed from. So then I said, okay, I'm going to make a poll, and I'm going to see what do men and women say about this. I polled women, too. We'll get to that in a second. So when I polled the men, I was shocked by the results, which threw me into a whole different type of thought. All right. So this is the results of this poll.
Was you really shocked at the?
I was shocked. I was shocked by the percentages, not by people's answers. I didn't care if you answer either way. I was gonna play devil's advocate either way. Mm-hmm. So this was the results from this question. Craig was the 100 man that answered this question. I asked 100 men, and we had 89 men choose option B. B.
Yeah.
With Craig, we had 11 men choose option A. Out of the 11 men, Craig is the only one that had his particular answer.
I know why.
But it's cool.
Both of them is dope. And I'll take her if she a 7 and do all that shit and be down for me and don't work. That's cool too. If you're 5, you gotta have a job. But still,
look, the lower the number,
you like, better bring something to this.
We about to change.
You better bring some income.
We about to change
at
these
least a 7 if you're gonna just be chilling at the crib.
He's like, okay, you know what? You're a 5. I got standards, and that
you gotta have some standards, right?
Word. I ain't gonna even hold you.
He said, babe, I clicked on Indeed.com and this job looks like a fit for you.
I know, right? I got a few things lined up you can check out today.
You've done all of this before.
You know? Get the fuck out of here.
All right, so but that was the results, right? So it's 89% of the men chose B, 11% chose A. Now, this is where it got interesting to me, right? Because I asked everybody, why do you pick what you pick, right? So out of the 86 of those men who chose B, I wrote this down. Their reason
really
was,
got research,
I really did.
For the audio listeners, he has a piece of paper typed up with the results and everything.
I had a little.
He did his thing.
As I asked the questions, as I asked the questions to start having these conversations got so interesting. Like, oh, I gotta bring this.
He was feeling this topic.
It was too interesting not to, because it was like, damn, I didn't think this was gonna go this way. So 86% of the men, when they asked, they chose option B. Word for word, they stated because they feel a woman needs to pitch in financially and would rather not have the financial burden on themselves. 77 of them also mentioned they felt option B brought more to the table. Okay.
Do you really want to be having to listen to her? Like, I know we all listen to her, but do we want to have to? You know what I'm saying? And be like, really be like, oh shit, that shit be mattering and it gotta matter 50%. You could listen to him sometime and be like, and filter in what matters and what don't. Cause, when I say listen to him, I mean like on some regular, this is how my day was shit. We all go in, hey, how was your day, babe? And I hope that she would know, because when I'm telling her about my day, I 100% don't think she really gives a fuck about what happened at my job. But the way that I'm getting it off to her, I'm there for her to get it off to me. When it's interesting shit, I pick it up. Hey, so that's what I mean when I'm like listening to. I don't want to be like, have to be like, oh,
it's 50-50, like, equality. So you
but
chose
what if I know
initially?
I'm right about some shit? I don't even want to consider what you're talking about.
I mean, but you chose A, so
you know what's right.
You would take the leadership role in the relationship.
When I know you know about some shit, I'm never gonna just come up and suggest. I'm gonna come to you. Hey, babe, what you think about this? Because this is your field. You the expert. You make me better at this.
Which is why
so that's why I'm gonna come to you. But you gotta accept that I'll make you better at some shit, and I'm gonna know better.
She'll give input, but allow you to take leadership. So basically, what you say is gonna be that's A. That's A. That's A. So A is gonna give you the space to lead. Now B is gonna feel like, hey, we do this shit together. You don't take leadership. I don't take leadership. This shit 50-50. As a person who chose B, bro, what do you think about
being a good follower?
I mean, I'm cool with the so you gotta get through the rest of this.
We'll get
all right, look,
he tried to play it throughout the timeline.
Yeah, I'm trying to straddle the fence, but I'm just gonna do the spoiler alert right now. So I ended up changing my answer. But ladies,
if you couldn't tell,
ladies, listen to me. It wasn't because what y'all probably assume and think. Because it seemed like a lot of the fellas that chose A, to me, it feels like they kind of like, hey, shut up. I'll run this. You know what I'm saying?
That's not true. I have that in the notes too. That is absolutely not true.
That's why I said I want you to finish.
Because that is what it makes it sound like.
No, that's not. That's not. Okay,
then,
so we'll get to this, right?
Go.
So of the 10 men, now 11 with Craig.
Because you changed it, so it ain't no reason to explain why you chose B.
Well, I'm not going to count him as with this, because I'm going to just keep the percentages as they is, because I already asked the question, he answered it first, but then like he thought about it, he was like, wait a minute, bro, but that's just Rich. When he put more thought into it, he's like, hold up, nigga.
Yeah, because so for everybody listening and watching, so when I chose B, when bro finishes this, I did put an asterisk, which is what changed. I was like, if this happens...
Don't let us know the asterisk.
Don't let the asterisk. Exactly. Okay, so of the 10 men who chose option A, now 11 with Craig, right? Craig is the only one who didn't say this. Every other man who chose A literally repeated this. They all said they'll take the beautiful woman who catered to their needs because they didn't mind working to provide if they had a beautiful woman who took care of every other aspect of their life. They would find a way to provide for their family. Every other person who chose A said essentially that. right?
Can I add just real quick?
Mm-hmm.
I chose A because if she supported me like that, we gonna be rich. And I'm gonna want a bad chick to just run around in the world and do stuff with. That was down for me from day one.
We accept that one of the 10. No, it don't matter.
Because it does
that's
really,
fine.
it does really sound like I just want
that,
somebody to be there, listen to me, and never challenge me. And that ain't me. No. That's also gonna be a very boring fucking relationship.
See, I'm glad I'm glad both of y'all said that, right?
Because this is all not to add factors and variables into it.
And I'm trying not to, but it's hard not to.
It's unvariable questions because you can add variables to anything, right?
Yeah.
So I'm glad you said that, right? So one of the things I put in this when I asked the question is to say she supports you however you need her to, which is not saying she's going to do everything you say. It's not like she a robot. What I said is she also she'll give her input, but she allows you to lead the relationship. So if you say, hey, babe, what you think? She'll tell you what she think. But at the end of the day, she going to say, baby, it's your call. You the man. So whatever you want to do, I got you.
Which is dope.
That is dope. So, okay, wait a minute. We'll get to the quiz end game.
I got you. What it really shows is that this nigga didn't listen to the first option. Like he said, soon as he said, "Oh, that bitch don't work," he was like, "That bitch don't work."
I was all about Indeed.com.
He was like, "I don't care how good she look.
Babe,
she ain't got no job."
An outline of what your resume should look like. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take off my job that I do have so that we can go job hunting. No, I'll just fucking with y'all too.
All right. Okay. So with all that being said, right? This is my next question to all of these things, right? What is the value you can see in option A versus option B? So which one do you see more value in? Because so many men said they saw more value in option B.
Yeah.
I asked y'all the question, what is the value in option B versus option A?
So I felt like the value in option B for me at the time of the question and then that quick answer, giving it like a 2-minute thought, was the equality part. I honestly felt like option A was less of their input and more of just, oh, I'm a man, I'm a lead, like I'm running the show, I'm the one going to make the bread and bringing home the bacon type thing, and you just supposed to sit over there and look pretty. That's how I took it. That was my interpretation. So with option B, it being 50-50, you know what I'm saying? I want my lady's input and I want her to feel valued, et cetera, et cetera. So for me, I felt like B held, you know what I'm saying, more value, or that was the value part that I looked at, like, you know, the equality, like when I ask her or she gives input like, I think you should do this. And although option A was like, shorty giving you the input, being like, I think you should do this, but hey, at the end of the day, it's your call. Well, I would prefer option B. She'd be like, I think you should do this. Here's why. And then I'll be like, you know what? You're right.
But nobody's saying she didn't say that in option A. She could say the same exact thing in option A, but end it with, but ultimately, it's your call.
True.
Because it is.
But listen, just how you was like, man, I got to answer right now. That's how I felt when bro put the pressure on me. Yeah. At the time, it was like,
and then
it was
with
like
her not
a lightning
working,
question. And bro was like, which one? And I was like, damn, what you say? And I told y'all, I got hooked on, she don't work? Oh, hell no. So she a dime, but she a broke one.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
And you took the value out of her because you're like, man, she ain't even bringing no money to the table. So what about you, Craig? As a person who chose A, where do you see the value in A versus B? Because he just gave us the value of B versus A. So what do you see in the value in A versus B?
The value in A for me is that, like I said, for me personally, Craig Smith, the person who's trying to pursue this comedy, pursue this rap, pursue this entertainment, this podcast, this whatever I'm trying to do and get out there. I need somebody when it's that fucking hard and you get that many no's and you get that many rejections and that much doubt and insecurities and stuff. I need a motherfucker that's gonna 100% have my back all the way. I don't need a motherfucker that's pressuring me about having my 50% of the rent and telling me this shit ain't gonna really happen and this shit gonna be because she gotta be, and now I really gotta sit here and listen because I agreed to 50%. No, fuck that. I'm ready to fucking get out of here, go to the garage, smoke this blunt, and forget about you and this kid and these bills, right? He ain't even put a kid in there. That was just me.
I mean, shit, if you don't pull out, it's gonna be a kid. I got 2 of them motherfuckers.
I just added on to the stresses, but nah, those are the values that I would find because that's what I would need. I'll find way more value You are, and she cool with living, like she cool with struggling with me. Let's just call it that. She cool with struggling with me till I come up.
You just gotta, whatever your lifestyle is, you just gotta provide it.
Now, with that being said,
I didn't put a parameter on it.
What if it never popped?
I was just finna say this.
That's another variable.
That's a variable.
That's a variable. I'll answer your question first. If it never popped, it's cool. Because if she down for me, she down for me, and at least we was having a fucking ride together and we was having that dream together. And if she really believed in me and was down for me, then she gonna be down for me and live for me when I gotta fucking get this 9 to 5 and just ride the rest of this life out together. Mm-hmm. So if that's the case, then that's cool. Another thing I was gonna say was on your side rather, I do understand if I shouldn't say just your side. I don't want to say it like that. You rap. But
he's nice too.
For 9 to 5, like motherfuckers, like if that's all you doing and you not trying to do no extra shit outside of that or whatever, and you like, I got this good ass job, I'm retired, I want to get a family, get a wife, of course option B is better for you. That's what I would choose if I was living that life. But me specifically, the value in that option A is purely her fucking belief in me and her support. Because her being down for me is invaluable to me, especially if she willing to struggle with me. Because I believe and she believe in me, we gonna get it anyway.
Okay. Gotcha. So, next question, right? Based off of the data obtained, would you say men appreciate the modern average woman over their dream woman?
100%. I would say that. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't know if this is the right way y'all want to know that I'll say yeah, but most motherfuckers know they ain't getting the girl of their dreams. So they gonna take the girl that's like down
not
for
even
them.
Obtainable. So I just take the I said the modern average woman. So just the average woman, just like she might not be down for you. It's just that the situation. Like I gave you a dream perspective that a lot of men would say, but when I asked this question, no one wanted that. They wanted the modern woman that a lot of people complain about.
I see what you're saying.
So are we saying
you would think that A would be the dream girl?
That's the dream girl.
But most
beautiful woman, got your back. Whatever you need her to do, she got you. You say, babe, I want to start a business. Can you look into what we need to do? You come home, nigga, that shit laid out. Whatever you need her to do to support you, she had your back. Yeah. But people didn't choose her. They chose 50-50 equality relationships. So would we say that man now appreciates the average woman more than their dream woman?
I think men always appreciated the average woman. I think that dream girl stuff is like, yeah, these is the girls that's like you fantasize about.
I don't know if I want to use the term appreciate because I don't really know if that's it. I feel like maybe it's.
But that's the question.
Maybe I mean.
Okay, so his answer is no. No,
I just would change that appreciation part. I don't think.
Okay, what would you?
I think most men know or feel like. It ain't enough dimes walking around for all of us to have them. So it's like
okay. So this
almost
part of the
not
question,
attainable.
Though.
So you're gonna take that.
I gave you a scenario,
and then we cheat on them and do all the other shit. Anyway.
So I gave you a hypothetical. I gave you the hypothetical.
We'll do the same thing.
I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm asking these questions the way I'm asking them. So I gave y'all the hypothetical.
Average niggas too. There's a bunch of us are running around here. I know.
We got absolutely. That. I'm on point with this one. Go
ahead.
So I gave y'all the hypothetical.
I felt the heat coming. I just wanted to let them know. You're right on that, ladies. Calm down.
But I gave y'all the hypothetical, right, to where y'all didn't even have to add all these caveats to the question. Like you can literally just answer.
We niggas, you know how I go.
No, niggas don't do that. Niggas don't typically do that. If I say, yo, that bitch bad as hell, would you fuck? Niggas say, yeah. Or no.
Oh,
niggas don't add caveats typically when niggas just kind of react.
I do because I'm a real analytical, like I overanalyze.
This nigga might. But we'll get to that too.
And I get that too.
We'll get to where
he don't understand that.
The typical nigga
is A-B.
They A and B.
Yeah.
We not
but I'm
analyze
super
everything.
analytical.
He is, but it gets
because I'm like, I don't want to say it.
It's gonna get
I want to get a right answer.
The big point of this,
and that's why when he changed certain things, my answer changed.
Okay,
so he good for that shit though, man. He be
doing
that.
I like y'all know I'm into. See, what y'all don't know what this podcast
you into something and then be like, gotcha, nigga. That's not what you really think.
I'm really big on psychology, so I study humans. I read books on this shit. I know this is a little fun fact about Queez y'all wouldn't know. I ain't just ignorant as y'all think, right? So I also polled 20 women, right? I was trying to get more, but women be women. So I polled 20 women, right? And I asked them which option would they say men would choose, right? 17 of those 20 women assumed men would choose option A. The most common response was they said men are shallow and would want a woman to do whatever they want. The 3 who said B, reasoning was identical, and it was that men were lazy and wouldn't want to provide for their woman.
We just not shit either way.
Listen,
Hey, I'm just going by what was said.
based on that, that's such a horrible stat, but it's a factual one.
I mean,
but
it
it's
is
like
factual.
damned if you do,
Yeah.
damned if you don't.
I don't like to just make when I come up with my
Nah, look,
criticism.
I understand.
You
I'm
ain't
a rare
shit
breed.
for A,
so.
and you ain't shit for B.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like this is what was said. I didn't make this shit up. I want people. Oh, you want to like? I asked these women variable between 22 and 50. About 50.
That don't even shock me.
man?
They don't.
This is.
They don't. He only asked 20, and it's probably the 20 women that he asked that said something like you said. Like you can't get like back to him and everything.
They're random women
And
too. This ain't just
women,
like my friends or nothing.
with
Like
that
these are
being said-
random women I ask this question to.
With that being said, women listening, we got a Facebook page. It's comments on this video. It's fucking comments in Spotify if you listen to audio.
Please
I
do
think.
comment.
Share it or something.
Share-
Hit us on
share-
Facebook.
share what y'all
Let
think
us
of these
know
questions.
what the fuck you would have chosen between or what you would have thought if you agree with these 20 women since he couldn't get no more. But
I could have got more, but I just
I'm
I
not
wasn't
shocked
gonna
at
press
that though,
nobody.
because
shocked
they
at
usually they probably the ones that's gonna say or they want to say niggas ain't shit.
Of these
So-
of the 17, 6 was married. I just want to add that in too. Just so
I'm over here just breaking that.
Do
number
those
down.
do those six that's married also work?
all of them.
All of them work too,
Yes,
and they still chose A.
they thought men would choose A.
Yeah, because they man already got B. They husbands already got B. They're
At
like,
least
he
three-
got me. He
three-
don't seem
three
to
of
happy
their-
right
three-
now.
3 of their husbands was actually asked this question as well, and all 3 of the husbands chose B.
Yeah.
It's crazy that
That was the happy wife.
responses-
Hey, those 3 that chose B that was married, they wanted to choose A, but that was that happy wife, happy life shit. They was scared. Motherfuckers
Oh.
get into marriages and get scared.
I'm glad you
think
said
they
that.
wife gonna find out everything.
glad you said that,
Even
Craig.
higher. If it was like 100, it'd be like
Okay, so check this out,
Yeah,
right?
it definitely will be higher.
But you said that, Craig. Hey, I'm just going by the numbers I had. I ain't trying to like fraud this shit out or nothing, right? So I watched multiple videos and shows from Kevin Samuels, Kendra G, J.R. Wisdom, and it's complicated off YouTube. I want to give everybody their shout out so they can't say like, because I couldn't like do all this research on my own. So I was watching videos of people that make similar content to see the answer to this particular question, right? I obtained 100 different answers from women when asked what characteristics would they want their ideal man, and if they want to pay 50-50 or less, is their man pay more. Of 100 women, 83 women would prefer to have a man who takes on the majority of the responsibility financially and not be obligated to pay any significant amount of money. Based off the data I obtained, would you say the average woman doesn't appreciate the average man equally? Why or where do you think the disconnect with average men and average women started?
Because everybody want better. All the average men want a bad bitch, and all the average women
No.
want a rich nigga.
The average man didn't choose the bad bitch. The average man chose the average woman, but the average woman chose the nigga who was going to be an upper echelon nigga. Where do you see the disconnect happen? Like, where did that disconnect at the
with
beginning?
those stats,
These are the
average
stats I took. That's why I
the
want to break the
average-
stats out too, so it ain't like a nigga just like talking shit.
the average dude is pursuing women, and he's probably getting the women that he can get, and he can't get that average girl that would probably fit him most because she's chasing.
No, the
rich
average
nigga.
man is totally
I
trying
know,
to get the
I
average
know.
woman.
That's
You
what I'm
talking about
saying.
the average
I'm
woman?
saying
Stop-
no.
I got some
The average
input
man can't get the average woman because the average woman is chasing the rich nigga.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like he wants her, but he has to, you know,
got you.
take what he can get or whoever he get because the
You gotta
woman
take
that he wants that might fit him better doesn't want him because she looking at
wants
him like a
higher,
broke
actually.
nigga
Okay,
because she
gotcha.
wants higher.
You know what I just thought about? Back in the day, we went out and we provided financially. Back in the day, that all was
This
on
is
us.
all what it's gonna get around to, Rich.
So I'm just sitting here. It's just coming to me. We did. So going back to your 17 out of 20, and then they broke down whys because men are lazy. Whoopty whoopty whoop. Unfortunately, that shit seems true because most people chose the 50-50. They didn't choose A. They didn't choose to go out there and get it and bring it home. But back in the day, our parents, that's what they did, and then they parents, that's
this
what
is
they
why
did.
this is my nigga, because it's gonna get around to the
So-
main criticism I got from this
So
topic.
the pendulum has definitely swung. Things have definitely changed because we have become. I don't want to say we're not. I don't want to say we're not men, but we're not the same caliber men.
Yeah.
As back then, because back then it was all about we about to go out, get it, 1, 2, 3, 4 jobs.
And do you think that's a result or answer back to women wanting to be independent and be on their own? It was like, all right, you want to be, all right, pay half of this shit then. Do you think that's like
this has so many? This has so many layers because
I know,
also,
right?
Y'all know I got all these questions in my shit too, right?
Also,
this is why I said
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never been a rich nigga, so if we in a relationship together, this is together. We got to pay this rent together.
So I don't know. I'm with you. Like, I didn't come up in that era. I was born in '83, so my come up, my relationships and all that. Like, yeah, my perception when I was coming up and jumped off the front porch and going through it, it was like I immediately was thinking 50-50.
Yeah.
It never crossed my mind.
It never crossed my mind.
Never crossed my mind that I was gonna go bring home the bacon and like I'm providing for all of this.
I never seen that.
She could be domesticated and in the crib and just clean up. I never even never even crossed my mind.
If anything, it was the opposite. My moms and pops was both had jobs, both was working, and when my pops passed, my mom got another job, and so she was just working.
Ironically enough, when my parents were raising me and my sister, my daddy made. You know what I'm saying?
But still, his mind...
He was the man.
But his mind didn't go there. His mind instantly went to who you got the 50, right?
Yeah.
So, gets to the next part of this social experiment, right? Based off that data, right, with the mentality of men changing and not wanting to be in that position of leadership and want to have the more 50-50 role, does this play a factor in women taking the more aggressive roles in relationships?
Yep.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, if women paying... I mean, if a woman feel like the man, she gonna run shit like the man. If she making the money and she paying the money,
and
she
more women wearing the pants in relationships because whenever
wearing the pants, she gonna call the shots.
Whenever this pendulum swung and we became lazier and it wasn't a bunch of us out going to get it and bringing it home and taking care of your lady or taking care of your family 100%, they peeped that, and then that's when they was like, you know what, I'm gonna go get it then. Then it became this thing like. Now they independent now, and it's like this. It's like it turns.
The man,
and now they treating you like you know what I'm saying. They treating you like the slide now.
Nigga, you was a bitch.
Yeah,
That's really, and that's.
And if you one of those dudes like that, you just got to get you 2 or 3 of them to
This nigga. Right back to the not shit nigga shit, right?
Taken care of, my nigga. She doing everything. When she trip, you go to them.
So next part of this question. Oh, your nigga is I did this shit all week, so a nigga on point.
But I'm sitting here thinking like
I'm trying to make you think. Everybody who asks this question too, by the end of these conversations, they started thinking like really hard. I was like, oh yeah, this. I think I'm
gonna stand firm in my A.
You can stand firm in your A. I'm not
I
trying
want
to
hear the rest. I want to hear the rest.
I'm not trying to make anybody change no matter what answer they chose, because I'm gonna get to what I took from this whole experiment.
Confession, I feel guilty like them. You don't work, I'm out.
She was such a great woman.
I'm sorry, Indeed.com.
You threw all of your projections of the bad chick on Instagram and all of that. He put the pressure
on me, bro. He gave me like.
So here's the next part. Here's the next part of this thing that I want to ask y'all, right? So at this point of the questions, when I was asking everybody, I started already having like I told you, this didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. So I'll get to where I took from this whole experiment, right? So this is one of my last questions I'm gonna ask, right? So who is to blame for these changes in men becoming more in touch with their feminine side versus women becoming more in touch with their masculine sides? Who's to blame for this?
Drake. That's who I blame.
This nigga.
Drake is to blame for everybody who realized they had feelings about whatever girl. Drake. That's who did it. For real. Saying. Everybody, I'm talking about if Marvin's song should have just been.
I hated that fucking.
I loved it, bro.
Super whack.
You know why?
Super whack.
I was going through that.
Like it.
I was going through that at the time.
You would like
it was a fucking. Oh man!
Listen. I'm gonna give you grace for the simple fact that you said you was going through it when that shit came out. Otherwise,
hey, I was going through that shit. I was so like, you right, Drake. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
He just blamed Drake, but then he
for
just
real.
Said, but I was with him though.
Because he told me I didn't know it was cool to feel that way until Drake made a song about it, man. Drake made a song about it, and I was like, I do feel like that,
Mr.
man.
Certified
Fuck that nigga.
lover
I'm
boy.
just saying.
Wasn't that
he don't
Marvin's
love you
Room?
like I love you.
Yeah, Marvin.
But I hope you're doing good in your real estate business, though. I really do.
Listen. So who I would blame it on? In my opinion, I mean, I would blame it on, the OGs.
You got to blame it on men. Men take all the blame for everything. We the blame for when the shit go right. We the blame for when the shit go wrong. Because you can't blame. Shout out to Dante Nero and Patrice O'Neal. You don't blame birds for flying. You can't blame fish for swimming. Women is gonna be women, and they gonna do what they do. And if they doing that as a result to men's actions, then it's ultimately our fault. Same reason why when you date a chick, she start loving your football team when she was your rival's football team fan when she was with the ex nigga. Like, she's influenced by you, so it's our fault if we bitching up and making them have to fucking stand on their own too.
Facts,
and take care of
because
us.
when we quick to say, oh man, nigga, she tripping, woo, bro, she didn't wake up to tweak, bro. Like, just being honest, she didn't wake up to tweak like, I'm finna get on this nigga nerve today. We finna get into a whoop-de-woo. No, you gave her some shit to tweak about, and now you gotta deal with that
actions.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gonna do what you gonna do, don't get caught. But if you get caught and she brings smoke, you gotta sit in that.
And I heard that's what caused. I've heard from women. This is what make women go crazy because they'll catch you doing some shit, and then we'll spend so much time trying to lie and tell them that it's not what it is when they looking at it in their face. And then
you know how much of an insult that is to them.
Right,
extra added insult. It's kicking them.
They
like, bro, you're busted. When they question you, it's like being on First 48. They already got you on film, bro. And you like, huh? What? You know how we give it up?
Show me.
But listen, right?
Fuck, you think I'm just finna
look? Then they be like,
I didn't tell the cops when they asked me some shit. You think you gonna get me shook up with some I know?
Then they be like,
show me then.
They be like, they hit that play button like, is that you? Niggas be like, I don't even wear it.
Right. That's not even.
I don't even wear it.
This is in black and white. How do you even know that's me? You don't even see no color right there.
What is that? Is that a Pelly Pale Jack? That's not even in, bro. We're not even doing that. I don't even. Oh my God. That's why I always take my glasses off when I cheat. Listen. Back to the question: who to blame it? I say the OGs. I say the OGs because you know what I'm saying. Y'all stupid. Man.
Your ass ain't catching me. That nigga ain't even got glasses on. How the fuck that's gonna be me? You know I can't see.
That's why I said he like. Hold on, wait a second.
Every girl I cheat with don't even know I can't see.
Man,
he said he took his frames off.
Man, I can't deal with
dangerous drives to her house.
Yo, wow.
That's my answer, bro. I blame the OGs. I blame the OGs.
This nigga crazy, man. We blame. So we blame.
I
so you blame the
dad,
right?
Men.
And you blame.
I blame men. Period.
I blame the OG
men, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a side question. I ain't even had this in my thing, right? So blaming the men, right?
Yeah.
So do y'all think it's toxic for men that be teaching their daughters to never date a man who don't treat them as good as they do? Is that toxic or not? Hold on, because no one's gonna treat you like your parents. Your parents is always. It's the same thing as when men be like mama boys, and it's like, bro, there's no woman on earth gonna treat you like your mama. She had you. No man gonna treat you like your father. He made you. Is that toxic when men teach their daughters to not date a man who don't treat them like their fathers? Meaning, essentially, take care of them. I mean, women being more masculine, taking more leadership roles in their relationships, can you expect them to accept a man who's not taking the same role their father did?
That's two different questions.
It is two different questions.
All right, so the first question to what you said was, what was you saying? The first question, because I had something for that first one. Basically, just because I think what I was going to say to that first question, if I remember it correctly, was relating it to something like they'll tell you to aspire to be like Jesus, but that doesn't mean you're ever going to be Jesus. So if she's aspiring or trying to be something, or we aspiring to be something, then that don't mean that's what we have to actually hit. But we can aspire to be that and still grow and be great.
This is the difference, right?
Because what was the first question you said?
Just about like who, like if the father accountable? Is it toxic to teach his daughter?
Right, that's what I was. Okay, so no, I don't think it's toxic to tell. Just on that question, real quick, I don't think it's toxic to tell the daughter to find somebody that treats you the way that I treat you, because I'm gonna love you the most, and you want somebody that's gonna love you the most. So find somebody.
To your parental love.
But that doesn't. I'm not.
Your parents is gonna.
I guess I'm not looking at it as literal as meaning like Don't fuck with nobody who don't love you like me.
You not. But women
I don't think women do.
No.
But your dad not fucking you.
No.
So
the only thing women
you don't want them to love you.
That's why
love's not gonna be.
That's
the
what
same.
I'm saying.
Wait a minute.
I don't.
This is why.
That's what I mean.
This is not. This is
from your parents.
Exactly. It's a different type of love. This is why. It's nobody's responsibility to love
like
you
how your
unconditionally.
kids love you. It's
exactly. It's unconditional. It's different. I take care of you. I feed you. It's different. Somebody you're dating, you can't just do anything you want to do to them and it be fucked up when they accuse you. You
can't do anything you want to do to your kids or your pets either.
No. It's to an extent you can, because your kids are.
You got more leeway.
But you don't have that
There's
leeway.
plenty of kids that don't fuck with their parents.
I don't fuck with my parents, but my point is this, right? It's not as long of a leash, like generally speaking. Not the. I don't typically do the exceptions because exceptions is always gonna be there, right? Yeah. So like with that being said. And like what I said to the point of
just the first question, I don't think it's toxic that a dude tell his daughter to find somebody that could love you like I love you, or this is how a man's supposed to treat a woman type stuff, or even if he using the example with him and her mother, this is how a man's supposed to treat a woman. You
he
find
may not even be with her mother, but a lot of men choose they raise the men that is in their daughter's life, they raise their daughters to be just as independent. This is part of me asking the 20 women. This is conversation stuff I had. So this ain't like I'm making this up, right? I'm just going off of the conversations I had with people, different type of women, different ages, different races, all that, right? If a man chose them to teach them to be independent, that is part of their mentality as well as whatever their mother taught them. Now, I ain't even put that into this particular experiment, right? I did it with the men because I wanted to focus more on the men, right?
Yeah.
So in your case,
what was the second question though?
The
part 2 of that.
I don't remember because like Craig took
it was fuck.
But it was the second part.
But you added the whole you can't answer one question that's so deep.
No, because I wanted to
and then he ran it into the second. Now I want the second question.
But it basically was like
you said, is it toxic
it toxic for the father to teach his daughter that a man must love you the way he loves you? And then from there,
I think that's toxic. I wouldn't push that agenda on my daughter. I wouldn't.
Okay, and why wouldn't you push that agenda?
I wouldn't. I would just, you know what I'm saying, somebody who love you. Just because I wouldn't tell her love you. Look for somebody who gonna love you how I do. They not gonna love you how I do. That's a different kind of love. My love is unconditional. Y'all shit might be conditional down the line or somewhere.
Every
relationship
might is conditional.
When y'all say unconditional, that's why you stump me because I'm like, yeah, you're right. There's no way.
It's no unconditional love.
You could be.
Cheat on you. You could be like fuck.
Yeah, you could be hooked on.
It's not my parent or my kid that I don't have.
You could be addicted to substances. You could be addicted to drugs. You could be a killer out here. That parent gonna be like, come home. You know what I'm saying? Let me holler at you. Y'all leave them alone. I got it. You know what I'm saying? Bring them to me. I'll talk to them and tell them to turn themselves in. I'll talk to them and try to get an intervention going. I'll do woo-woo, whatever. But if that's happening and it's, the married couple, like, she finna be like, bruh, what the fuck? Like, this ain't the same dude.
Husband is definitely more liable to be down for wife than vice versa.
This ain't the same. He went upside my head. He ain't the same. But
this ain't the man I fell in love with.
Yeah, but then if you you know what I'm saying, get into it with your lady and then, word get back to your parents. Now you got that sit down with your mama or whatever, and she like, I ain't raised you like that. What is you doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be here for you, love you, woo woo.
I know you,
but you can't be doing that. But your woman ain't gonna. She might not forgive you like that. She might. That ain't gonna be her speech.
She definitely not gonna forgive you like that.
You probably in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, or divorce court. Ding ding, my divorce, like something. So it's different. So I wouldn't, as a father to my daughter, I wouldn't tell her to find somebody that love her like me. I would. Nah, that's the wrong message.
All right. So with that said, right. With all of that being said within this particular topic, right. What are y'all thoughts on modern men versus modern women? Meaning, right, would y'all say with everything that's transpiring as far as men being more emotional, being more in touch with their feminine side, has the masculinity of men been like on the trading block, essentially? Like, is men trading their masculinity for more femininity to appease to women?
I feel like we done got softer, less responsible, less accountable. Like, bro, we've gotten softer. I feel like modern day men have tapped more into their softer side. salute to that. I'm one of those guys because growing up back in the day,
it was hard.
Don't show it. You're not supposed to show.
So
We're supposed to bear the brunt of all this, poke our chest out, not show emotion, not cry, tough guy, bravado, all of that stuff.
Don't feel good to just cry sometime before you go to sleep.
So on one hand, I feel like. I mean, are you just crying just to be crying? What you doing?
Just to get it out, man. Just to get it out.
All right.
I had a bad day.
What are you crying for? You gotta tell me that part, Craig. You can't just be, hey. I don't know if he's just crying that night because it was 93 degrees outside today, or if he going through some shit.
Ain't no AC in the room, bruh. My room in the back, man.
He like, I ran out of gas today.
I know, right?
Fuck,
Shit was tough, man.
That shit was 5:37 again.
The fuck out of here, man. Look, if we was soft, it'd be a lot to cry about, bro.
Listen,
but nah, I agree with you though.
definitely have
All
gotten
jokes aside,
softer,
it's
and
definitely
In terms of chicks being like niggas is bitches these days and ooh, and how they've lost a lot of respect for us as men and shit like that. I agree. I know why. I know where it comes from. I feel like I know why. I agree.
Where would you say it come from?
Like I said, the OG men, they didn't. I feel like they didn't instill it, and maybe it goes back further than our pops, because like you know what I'm saying, my pops. That's a whole nother bar. We ain't even gonna go that deep. But I feel like it does come from the OGs. They didn't pass it. Maybe we weren't as receptive to it. Also, but they didn't pass it down to us. They didn't pass it down to us because we love calling shots these days. But I feel like we don't really be having too much of a leg to stand on. Yeah. Hell, we can't keep our dick in our pants to even get that respect. Like, bro, you got me, but you out here messing with all them. That's that. Then if you want to be late, and we still be trying to call the shots.
Did we ever get into how she found out we was out there messing with them? Though? Because like. It's that stuff that matters though, because like if you just go through my shit, then it's like,
what would make her go through your shit?
She obviously got questions.
If you gave her a reason to it, she went through it. If she finds,
some bitches is just insecure because like nigga,
that's what I'm saying.
I had such and such ex, the crazy one with the big booty. Listen, like, bro, I ain't give her no reason to be going through my shit, but she was always doing my shit.
Bro, take it back before you.
That's because she had a big booty and she had niggas.
Take it back before you, bro.
I wouldn't even know. That was the crazy part. Like I wasn't on nothing, bro. Like I was. Totally cool.
Yeah, I know, because she had a big booty. You was probably
listen.
You was probably chilling.
By the time you came across her, though, she done already dealt with a plethora of dudes.
That's true.
That done put this in there. So by the time she get to you, you might be on the up and up.
She ain't gonna.
And she's still like.
Nope, I know what the type of nigga is.
That's when you got to reverse it on her. Don't let your fucking past impact our future. Because what you are doing is putting all of your bad decisions on me, and I'm trying to make great decisions with you.
Here go a queasism for y'all. I always say this, right? It's one of my little queasisms, right? I ain't gonna let nobody girlfriend stop me from my wife. Meaning, I don't give a fuck if you with a nigga and you his girlfriend. If I feel like you for me, I'll take you from that nigga. So that just goes to what you say. That might sound arrogant and cocky, but
that was a whole lot.
I don't even know what they had to do with what I said.
No, because
I was like, how they got what they got to do with telling your daughter?
No, I ain't so much a daughter in general. I'm just saying, like, a man, like, I got more of a mentality of, like, if I want it, I'll take it. Like, I'll go get it in general. Not just, like, just taking you from your man. But just in general, like, that's just my mentality. I was one of the...
If they locked in, even if you feel that way, if they locked in, though, you don't have it.
That's, you might not have it.
And I was just going to say, let me shoot you some bail real quick.
You're right.
If she don't want to be taken, she not going to be taken.
If she's secure in her relationship, she ain't even checking for you, homie.
All he means is that if you're supposed to be
brave all you want, she's not going.
Yeah, if you're supposed to be my wife and I'm shooting my shot and you going, then you're supposed to be my wife.
She ain't even looking
your
way.
And even if your wife go for another nigga, then she ain't supposed to be your wife. Let that bitch go. Let that bitch fly away. All right, so this is one of the final questions.
Somebody offer me to.
Don't get yourself in trouble, nigga. So
I was rapping when this happened, boy. But
so what do you think is the results of the standards changing will mean for the next generation?
Hold on, my bad. What you say?
Okay, so what do you think the results would be for the standards changing between the next generation and the relationships versus men and women? If men are more attention to their sensitive side and they grow to be more like 50-50 and like I want my woman to have as much input as me versus like the relationships where men back in the, like Rich said, back in the day where men took that They took that role. I want to lead. I want to go provide. I want to go work. Baby, you take care of the kids. Sit home. Make sure that shit's straight. I'm gonna go out here and get the motherfucking
Give me a big piece of chicken.
Give me the big piece of chicken. Like I want to go out here and get it.
So you talking about in the future, you chilling in the crib making the chicken,
I'm saying,
giving her the big piece?
Just in general, what do you think the future of black relations? I'm gonna say black. I shouldn't even say black because I didn't poll just black people.
I'll put it this.
What do you think the future looks like for relationships if this
at
is
the rate it's going now? You see what it's headed to. It's gonna flip flop. It's already there. That's why so many women that wear the pants and call the shots. That's why so many independent women. That's why it's women yelling out, "I don't need no nigga. I don't need no man. I don't need woo."
But can you blame
them? Because no, you cannot blame them. But at the end of the day, we all want somebody. We all want to be loved. We all want to be felt, heard. We all want a union. No, real shit. We all want that. but how it's set up now in today's, you know what I'm saying, modern field, the way I see it, if based off these stats, I mean, the stats right here tell you, bro. It tell you. Niggas finna be washing dishes, G.
Oh, babe, they definitely doing laundry.
I think, look, I'll put it this way.
Niggas finna be you making spaghetti on Wednesday.
She finna be like, nigga, why does fucking counter look like this?
She do that anyway.
And listen,
you ain't put no bleach in the dishwater?
I'm not going. Oh, she like.
I told you, the bleach gotta be in there.
She finna be talking to her nigga like she talking to her kids. Like, didn't I say had this shit done by the time I got off work? You feel me? Like it's headed in that direction, which is horrible.
And that's why you can't. Hold on, more of that. That's why, and no disrespect to the women and the queens out there, but that's why you can't have women running the shit, because it will be like that, and we don't do that to them, and they would hurt our egos too much. And if y'all think, well, I won't say that joke on here.
No, but listen, we should, like, on some real shit. Like, I'm a nigga. End of the day, beginning of the day too. But on some real shit though, we can't. How it's set up now, we don't. I just feel like us as men today ain't really got no leg to stand on with no egos and all that shit. We need to pivot so that these statistics change, bro. That's what we need to do.
Only thing I'm saying is that only thing I'm saying.
Go ahead and counter it. I'm gonna counter right back.
I want y'all. This is why I wanted you to come
because
through
y'all
on
making
episode.
It seem like she's really.
I'm just asking the question.
No, I know.
Like the only reason why she could talk spicy to us right now is because of this.
I know.
Men don't even want to be in a position to lead.
We don't even want to.
The main point we forgetting in this is that it's 50-50. I'm still doing something. I'm just asking her to do her part. Now, if she feels like she got some confidence or build up or whatever because she doing her part too, and she want to start doing whatever, that's another story, another variable. But in this situation with this stuff, we asked B 50-50. B wasn't, hey, she take care of you. And I don't think that just because we asking her to pay her fair share, or the guys that's choosing B asking her to pay her fair share is going to lead to them being like, ultimately, you just take over everything and I'll just take care of the kids and stay home. It is a little bit beta versus what we know as far as men taking care of everything and the women hold it down. But I don't think it's going to get as far as men don't do nothing, and she get to come in and talk to us. However, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a lot more arguments and divorces because she gonna come in and talking spicy. I agree, and that nigga gonna be like, "Bitch, I play half of this rent too."
I had one person who I asked this question to. They're stay-at-home dad, right? Their girl pay the bills. They don't.
What she do?
I don't want to go in because I don't want. Nobody.
Does she have a very expensive job?
She makes enough money.
She makes a lot of money.
She makes enough money to pay the bills, right? My man stay home.
Nah,
with the kids.
Bruh. Bruh.
Wait a minute.
No,
right?
Bruh. Wait a minute. Even I'm like, this nigga, go work at a gas station or something.
But this goes what I was saying.
You gotta make your own weed money at least.
Goes to what I said about the variable before, right? Where I said like the value of the A versus B, right? Maybe because she makes so much money, she sees value in a man that's willing to stay home and take care of the kids. It's flipped.
This is where you lose me.
I'm just going by
And I feel like
biology, bro.
10 years from now, maybe this has become the norm.
Today's man was out here getting it how they used to back in the day, I guarantee you she wouldn't have that. She wouldn't have that thought process.
Exactly.
No, and also it's biology.
That's
she
the
wouldn't
point
have that thought
I'm
process.
I tell you this right now.
Wouldn't even go to this.
She don't get that thought process.
Oh, she does.
She got. Oh my God. You know
been
what?
taking-
Let
she's
me
been
shut
holding
up.
down
Let
for
me
4
shut
years.
up. Let me shut the fuck up. You know these people. These are real people.
I'm just
and they
like,
might
I don't want to say no. That's why I ain't
I
going
don't
too
wanna
in depth.
talk
I'm just
no
going
shit.
by the.
I'm
no, you
good.
can talk your shit. I'm just saying, based off like when this conversation had.
She paying the shit and he not.
Wait a minute. Now this ain't part of the experiment, right?
Faithfulness is a question.
I've known of chicks who in
That's all I'm saying, bro.
modern situations, right, where the dude don't pay as much as them. They might pay 75% versus 25%, right? The nigga might, like, literally, I know people in these situations, right? So what I'm saying is, this is just like right now. This is like say that's 20% of relationships right now, right? 10 years from now, will this become the norm where because men are so lazy and don't want to take the leadership role of, hey, I'll go out here and earn the bread? 10 years from now, would women be the leaders of these relationships, and will men be more beta and more feminine? And what is his masculinity?
Because we got to get out of here soon. Because we got to get out of here soon. I'm gonna say this to answer that question. No, I don't think that the roles are gonna switch. I think if anything, it'll change to more 50-50 being more acceptable than it is to where guys.
It's already acceptable.
I know, but
it's
I'm
normal.
saying, but you know how we sitting here.
We going like
but
just
how we sitting here, it's still dudes out there that'll look down on a nigga who making his girl pay the bills. Mm-hmm. You said where it would go. I think in 10 years it'll be one of
smaller percentage than
I know, but what I'm saying is in 10 years, I think the furthest it'll go is that dude, your girl don't pay half the rent. She should be like that. It'll be that type of norm thing. Right. I don't think it's gonna go to where dudes is the new bitches, but. With all that being said,
but by the numbers, it's women more educated. With like younger women are more educated. They're getting higher paying jobs than young men.
End of the day,
so why couldn't
it's going to be more single people and independent people?
Yeah, they more educated. They all of that. They getting great, and that's cool, and they moving up. They still need dick though. And if you dick them down right, you gonna be good. Now, if you fucking do nothing, you ain't gonna be shit.
Dick don't matter.
Dick don't pay bills. Just like pussy don't.
No, it doesn't. Dick don't pay bills. That's why you need your 50%. And we talking about 10 years from now in the future. So you're going to need your 50% and dick her down right. And that's going to be as far as we go. I'm not saying that's what it is now, but that's going to be as far as it goes.
No, appreciate y'all for having me on.
Let me talk about real quick. If your girl make all the fucking money, for me, my bad. This is for me, personally, me. If my girl made all the money and I was still staying at home not doing nothing,
Queen
I don't
B,
care if I'm a dad or not.
How you doing?
I don't care if I'm a dad or not. I'm never trusting her. She's gonna cheat on me and fuck somebody else. You think she really fucking
if you was holding it down and you paying the bills and you doing
was I rich before and then I heard
that nigga she gonna really
she always been taking care of me,
y'all want to get this turned up when we gotta end the segment? Why y'all want to get this turned up when we gotta end the segment?
Let me stop. You're right. I'm cutting all that out because no, cut
it out. We gonna let it
I could never. I gotta pay at least 25%. I gotta pay for the dentist.
He gotta get his weed money at least.
I gotta at least work at the gas station to pay for my own weed.
I got the light bill.
I got something.
I got the cable.
Come on, man.
Ladies.
So I can flex in the argument. You wouldn't have none of these lights if it wasn't for me. Fuck.
Hey, the whole point of this,
said he would never let a woman.
I'm changing the fucking HBO Max password now.
And she probably will cheat on him.
Max for you.
That's not the woman for him. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rich. It's been real. Bros, heavy on. This was a great segment. I don't know why they decided to turn up right now.
It's all good.
We got
always subject.
It always gets like this. It always gets like this.
All right,
damn, I wish we could keep going.
Hold on, before we end out though. So my thing of this was, what I took from all these responses was like, I feel like masculinity is on a trading block. I feel like men are willing to trade their masculine, like their naturally masculine traits, their like aggressive, like man shit. If that shit financially,
if it's a financial gain,
if it's a gain for that shit, they willing to trade that shit. So that was the question. So everybody in the comment section, we gonna have this question: are you as a man willing to trade your masculinity in order to like cater to her femininity and allow her to have that 50-50 relationship or whatever.
Like, hell no,
niggas gonna say no, but they lying. Niggas gonna just gonna be a situation. So all good. All right, sign us out, Craig. You know Craig do this shit.
Man, this shit been too fucking fun, man. Rich, we definitely gotta have you back, man. This shit been great, bro. You fit right in, man. I feel like I've known you forever. Look. You kind of look like you like Wisdom. You got the fucking beard going. You like, some shit I don't know. I need to find something out from you.
That nigga ain't no older than me.
It's just genetics. I'm only 39. It's just genetics. I blame my mother.
All right, nigga, I'm 38, so we ain't that far. Look, I'm Craig Smith, man, a.k.a. Sincere Life. That's been...
It's your boy. That was not regular.
I know, it was.
It's your boy Queez,
I'm gonna get back to
Dash, and we signing off episode 24. Thanks to my nigga Rich for coming through. Shout out to my nigga Corey for Media 22. My nigga Miguel behind the scenes. He have his mic on today, but it's all good. We kind of signing out. We'll get at y'all next week. See y'all
fucking
later.
Like, share, and subscribe, and comment, and let us know how wrong we are.
Wait a minute. Please comment on this video. Niggas be always want to email me and text me. Bro, don't text me. Comment on the video. That shit helps. Join us in the conversation. We respond. We coming in and shoot the shit with y'all. Do y'all 1-2 thing. Don't be fucking texting me about what you think about the video. Comment your ass in the goddamn in the comment box. All right? All right, we out. This one.